the Justin Baldoni war with Blake Lively, which seems to me, initially I felt quite sorry for Blake Lively, then I've been reading all the messages between them all, and which he's been putting out, obviously, and it just seems like a pair of absolute weapons-grade narcissists.
The backstory here, Blake Lively essentially threatened, you could say, Justin Baldoni, calling Taylor Swift and Ryan Reynolds her beautiful little dragon monsters that she sometimes has to use to get what she wants done.
In Blake Lively's amended complaint, Blake Lively mentions that there are 2 other unnamed actresses from the set of It Ends With Us that can corroborate the same story, basically saying that Justin Baldoni is a very, very bad man. But did Hollywood Reporter
story that covers domestic violence, but it's not about domestic violence, it's about this woman.
Let's talk about the way that Blake Lively has been promoting It Ends With Us and how it's problematic, especially for a movie about domestic violence. So you might have seen this promo video. It's still on the It Ends With Us TikTok account. And in this video, she is sitting next to, I believe, Colleen Hoover. And she tells the viewer to grab your friends, wear your florals, and go see the movie, implying this is a lighthearted movie, rom-com, chick flick, and it most definitely is not. Full disclosure, I haven't seen the movie yet. I've seen a lot of TikToks about the movie, and I've heard that the movie itself and the domestic violence portrayed within it drew audible gasps within the movie theaters and then sobs from people as well. So marketing it as this is irresponsible.
You know, I was lucky to be able to be involved in so many different aspects of this movie, not just on screen. On screen is the smallest amount of work that I did in this film, to be honest. I took the relationships with my mother, or my sisters, or my children, and my feelings, and I mean it's all over this film, and in ways that nobody will ever know, and I'll never tell anybody. But when I sit in that theater with my loved ones, they see themselves all over this film. Moments we've had together, things we've said to each other, and I think that's why I feel so proud, and it's so personal to me.
In the relentless glare of Hollywood, tensions on a major film set reached the boiling point as the dispute between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni transformed into a public spectacle. Allegations of misconduct, creative overreach, and toxic behavior emerged when Lively filed a detailed amended complaint. According to her account, Baldoni's unprofessional conduct created an atmosphere of fear and disrespect, with multiple unnamed actresses testifying to his abusive behavior on set. Lively, who also served as producer, stepped in decisively. Determined to assert her creative vision, she allegedly rewrote a pivotal scene and summoned influential allies to back her changes. In a dramatic meeting at her New York penthouse, she reportedly enlisted the help of her husband, Ryan Reynolds, and close friend Taylor Swift. Swift's unexpected praise for the revised script lent celebrity weight to Lively's demands, though critics saw the move as a strategic power play that blurred the lines between creative input and coercion. The dispute escalated further when Piers Morgan, known for his unfiltered commentary, launched a scathing on-air attack on Lively. His piercing remarks left her visibly rattled, and the televised confrontation quickly went viral, sparking fierce debates online. Fans and critics dissected every word, with the moment becoming emblematic of Hollywood's penchant for public drama.
Now, spray gunning each other with as much dirt as they could possibly do, having spewed lovey-dovey stuff to each other for months on end. I mean, again, critical drinker, this is in your world. You know, I thought it was a great film. I got to say, I've not been to the cinema and actually sat through a movie and been as quiet and as attentive as I was to that in a long time. I thought it was very, very well done. A, do you agree? And B, what do you make of these two now just trying to destroy each other in public?
Well, I haven't seen the movie yet, so I can't speak
it's
to
really
that.
It's really good, honestly. I highly recommend it. I thought it was great. And they're both great in it, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, as for the drama between them, like, if what he's alleging is true, she sounds like an absolute nightmare.
You don't often see messy women in film. I feel like this is a film that's important to be made because just as an actor, I am not often given the opportunity to tell the story of a woman that really experiences the entire spectrum of female or any human experience, you know? Like when you experience pain or trauma or darkness or sadness, that's your character. Or if you're light and levity and love and joy and hope, then that's your character. You don't often see a woman that gets to be so multifaceted because you don't often see messy women in film. And so to be able to be a woman who's contradicting herself, but yet it makes complete sense, and seeing the messiness of the human experience, I think is a beautiful thing to see because it makes people feel seen and not alone. And I know that's how I felt when I read Lily.
So as Justin sees it, as Blake was busy trying to strong arm and take over every part of his movie, she, out of the blue, rewrote a part of the script and then gave it to Justin for him to see if he liked it and if they could put it in the movie. But she's not the writer on the movie. And then Blake told him that he should come over to her and Ryan Reynolds' penthouse and talk about that part of the script that she wrote. But when he arrived, to his surprise, her best friend Taylor Swift was there, imploring him to use Blake's script, saying it is the single best thing she's ever read in her fucking life. And keep in mind, this is all about career advancement for Blake Lively, and Taylor Swift has been one of the people supporting her in doing that and will be pretty ruthless to keep her friend succeeding. She even let Blake Lively direct her first project ever, which was a Taylor Swift music video.
So when they were filming It Ends With Us in front of my parents' place, I can't really speak to the entire movie, but specifically for this one scene, the only time that we did see her was like specifically when she was filming. I want to say she pulled up like 10 minutes before shooting, discussed a little bit, and then the cameras were rolling, and then pretty quickly cleared out. But I honestly don't know how much interaction she had with bystanders. There were a lot of people who wanted autographs, or like a photo, or get their book signed, but they blocked off basically the entire block during the time of filming. So I'm not sure about how any of her interactions went, if there were any at all, but I will say she did draw a big crowd.
At the heart of the controversy was the film It Ends With Us, intended to offer a nuanced exploration of domestic violence. Yet, the film's marketing campaign, featuring themed cocktails, a hair care line, and a lighthearted invitation to grab your friends, wear your florals and go see the movie, was widely panned for trivializing its serious subject matter. Many viewed these promotional tactics as a deliberate effort to mask the film's dark themes with commercial interests and celebrity-driven PR stunts. On set, accounts of a toxic work environment further complicated the narrative. Crew members reported relentless pressure and constant undermining, with at least one assistant director resigning as a result of the harsh conditions allegedly fostered by Lively's behavior. These revelations painted a picture of an environment where personal ambition and creative control had overshadowed mutual respect and collaboration.
Blake Lively did not even read the book that the movie was based on.
Correct.
And we're not talking War and Peace. And then she wanted to, ixnayed all of the wardrobe choices, because when you're making a movie about a poor woman who's suffering from domestic violence, you want her to look like she has money.
Right.
That Blake said.
That's what she did.
She looks like she has money.
Yep.
And she's dressing in florals, and then she's going on this press tour pushing her liquor line and her hair care line, because that's what women who are trying to escape with their lives are worried about.
That's what generated her negative press and led to a series of clips of her being insensitive in one way, shape, or form with other interviewers in the past.
Blake Lively did not even read the book that the movie was based on.
Correct.
And we're not talking War and Peace. And then she wanted to, ixnayed all of the wardrobe choices, because when you're making a movie about a poor woman who's suffering from domestic violence, you want her to look like she has money.
Right.
That Blake said.
That's what she did.
She looks like she has money.
Yep.
And she's dressing in florals, and then she's going on this press tour pushing her liquor line and her hair care line, because that's what women who are trying to escape with their lives are worried about.
That's what generated her negative press.
So she filed an amended complaint that is 141 pages long. She added 48 pages to her initial complaint that she first filed back in December. The big bombshell here, according to Blake Lively, is that there were other women on the set who were also made to feel uncomfortable by Baldoni's alleged behavior. Blake Lively claims in this new updated complaint that another female co-star who is unnamed in this complaint, that she actually reported this behavior to Sony, which was the distributor behind this film. Now, I have reached out to Baldoni's team. We have not heard back, but you see there that they say that he did not hold himself accountable after this was reported, and instead that he used a louder voice, it goes on to say, to silence Blake Lively and anyone else who may have spoken.
Sources indicate the two women are actresses Jenny Slate and Isabella Ferrer. who could not immediately be reached for comment. So it just goes into who they are. But what's crazy is they did not want to be named. So when her amended lawsuit dropped, everybody was like what? Like you're just saying that other women felt uncomfortable, but they're not willing to share any of their information. They don't want to join the lawsuit. They don't want to be named. You can't share text, nothing. Like keep my name out of it.
Blake Lively was the reason an assistant director quit A Simple Favor. Allegedly, of course. And we learned this from Henry Golding's post. Henry Golding, who was in A Simple Favor, made a post with the poster for another Simple Favor. And under his post, Barbed Wire TV had commented, "I worked with you on the first one. My experience with everyone was absolutely amazing except for a certain someone who is the reason I quit being an AD. Guess who that person is? Wish you all the best with this though." And Barbed Wire TV went on to say, "I want to avoid attention around this, but I will say she was cruel to many. I know I cried my way home many nights because you try so hard to please someone who is never pleased and puts you down constantly. I can't believe it's actually getting back at her. Karma is real." And Barbed Wire TV, whose real name is Barbara Jaworski, definitely seems to work in the production world. And for further proof, here's her IMDb. Seems to be under her maiden name. Says she's known for Barbed Wire TV, which obviously that's even her account name. Under projects, you'll see A Simple Favor. She was the 4th assistant director. So not only did we learn that she quit, but apparently she made many people cry behind the scenes, allegedly.
The legal battle that followed added another layer of complexity. Lively's team sought to amend her complaint to introduce new evidence against Baldoni, but the presiding judge granted only a brief extension, emphasizing the need for a strict schedule. Every procedural maneuver was scrutinized as public opinion divided sharply. Supporters hailed Lively as a fearless advocate challenging an oppressive system, while detractors accused her of using aggressive tactics that risked reducing serious issues to mere celebrity drama. Leaked communications and rumored text exchanges further inflamed the situation. Allegations surfaced that Lively had attempted to condition the inclusion of elements like Taylor Swift's music in the film's trailer on her editorial demands. Whether these claims were fully substantiated or not, they contributed to an atmosphere of distrust and speculation about her methods of wielding creative authority. In the midst of the dispute, the film itself became a symbol of the challenges inherent in addressing complex social issues through popular media. It ends with us promised a raw exploration of domestic violence and trauma, yet its glossy promotional campaign stood in stark contrast to its serious narrative, leaving audiences disoriented. The emotional intensity of the film, coupled with the dissonance between its marketing and subject matter, forced viewers to confront the difficulty of reconciling art with commercial interests. This ongoing saga, characterized by legal wrangling, explosive televised confrontations, and intense media scrutiny, became more than a personal feud. It emerged as a microcosm of broader issues in Hollywood, where the pursuit of creative excellence can clash with ethical responsibilities and where personal ambition often overshadows collaborative spirit. The controversy forced the industry and its audience to grapple with uncomfortable questions about power, accountability, and the true cost of success in a world driven by image as much as by talent.
Obviously, people think the other two women are Jenny Slate and Isabella Ferrer. Something I cannot reconcile is Isabella Ferrer's text message to Justin after she stopped filming with him. She literally says, "Thank you for making it such a comfortable set for me, my first film." You would just not say that. You would not use those words to your creepy director. You would use other words to kiss his ass. But she literally says, "Thank you for making such a comfortable experience."
It's so true. You would just not send that message.
Or you would send another message that would be ass kissy too, but you wouldn't use the words comfortable.
And safe. I believe she was using the word
yes.
safe.
The other person who I really need to hear from is Jenny Slate, because I believe maybe all this other stuff is pointing towards her, that she was the other person in this.
Right.
Jenny Slate, I feel like, has the power to rule on this case.
Yeah.
Like, if she comes out and says, like, everything was fine,
I don't. She says I was creeped out.
Or she says I was creeped out.
No, I think that even if she says I was creeped out, first of all, and this is a point a lot of people are making, listen, a guy being a little too woo-woo, maybe a little creepy, being uncomfortable is not the same thing as being sexually harassed. And that is just, I think, that what a lot of people will say unless someone says he did X, Y, or Z. And it's fully over the line.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that that's right. I'm just saying that's where we're at.
Yeah, totally.
Especially in this case.
Yeah.
Ultimately, the conflict between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni was a testament to the complexities of modern celebrity culture. It was a struggle that went beyond individual grievances, highlighting systemic challenges in an industry where every action is magnified and every misstep immortalized in the court of public opinion. As the legal battles and media debates continue to unfold, the saga remains a stark reminder that beneath the glittering surface of fame lies a complicated interplay of ambition, vulnerability, and the relentless quest for creative control, all of which will continue to shape Hollywood for years to come.